My faith is everything. All this stuff is fun. Business, I love it to death. Entrepreneurship, I love it. Getting people into homes, like it's just like what I want to do for potentially ever. But Jesus is above all of that.
The Protestant Gentleman podcast, and just so you have this sort of loan officer business side to your content, and then you also have this very like faith based, which means a lot to me. I'm as a person of faith as well, and so tell us more about that.
Oh, thank you so much for asking. My faith is everything, and so like all this stuff is fun. Business, I love it to death. Entrepreneurship, I love it, and truly getting people into homes, like it's just like what I want to do for potentially ever. But Jesus is above all of that. It's not even close. And so, I mean, my background, I got saved when I was 21 and almost jumped straight into ministry. And so I thought I was going to be a pastor. Went to seminary, wanted to pursue that route, but then just something in me, I just knew I was an entrepreneur and I was a business guy. And I was like, I don't want to take those characteristics into the pulpit, into the church, if that's where my heart's at. And so I didn't like kind of where I might have taken, for me, there's a lot of aspects about church that is business right now. And if you're an entrepreneur, just happen to be a pastor, you're going to do super well. I didn't like the thought of that, of like growing like a really big church, being charismatic, worrying about the marketing and all the different aspects that a church could be, because it is kind of essentially a business. If you're a business guy, you can kind of see where all the business takes place. And I was like, I don't know if that's the kind of pastor I want to be. Like, I don't know if I'm called to the pulpit, because I believe the pulpit is for shepherding. It's for truly loving people, loving the Bible and teaching that. But I just have too much ambition to want to build something. And so I was like, I don't want to take that out on a congregation. So that's like where my heart's at, is like the church. Like I love it more than anything. And what I've seen in the church, I would say a lack thereof, is men not really understanding what it means to be a man right now. What it means to be a masculine leader. Like, it seems like all of that is kind of confusing and being put into question about truly like what are the markers of a man. You have like the very extreme ditches on both sides of like being a very feminine, soft, like you can't be confrontational. You have to work a corporate 9 to 5, and you have to be like, if you say anything abrasive, it's just like, whoa, like he like
toxic.
He's toxic. Yeah. But then, and then you have the other version that probably is a little bit toxic, of where all the markers of a man are just external. And like an Andrew Tate would probably be a good example of that. And so it's just like, there's not really a nuanced perspective of like true masculinity that is ambitious. It does hold his house to a high standard, but also at the same time is very loving to his wife and his kids, and he's present, but he also has great ambitions outside of his household. He's very involved in his church. He's very involved in local politics or local charities. And it's like trying to find a way to articulate that and bring that back into perspective is what I want to do with that channel, with kind of the Instagram. So I kind of have 2 different Instagrams, kind of my Jesus world and my loan officer world. But that's what I'm seeking to do. And I'm living every day. Like, gentleman's kind of a retro word maybe. So it doesn't have a strict definition, I think, in 2025. But someone who's just intentional and well-spoken and well-dressed and holds himself to a higher standard, but also taking the church very seriously.
You can check out our full library of episodes wherever you get your podcasts.